Independent mechanics across the United States are turning away. Work they could have completed 10 years ago, not because they lack the training, not because the parts are unavailable, because the vehicle's computer will not accept the repair. This is not a malfunction, it is a business model. When a sensor fails on a modern vehicle, the replacement part must carry a serial number that matches the manufacturer's database. An identical component from a reputable supplier, physically indistinguishable from the factory original, is rejected by the vehicle's central computer if the number does not match. The repair cannot be completed. The owner must drive to an authorized dealer, pay dealer labor rates, and purchase a dealer-sourced part at dealer pricing. The manufacturer earns revenue on a vehicle they sold years ago. Massachusetts voters passed a right to repair law in 2020 specifically to address this. Manufacturers responded by filing a federal lawsuit to block it. The case remained tied up in litigation for years. The repair restriction stayed in place while the legal process ran its course. Every major manufacturer selling vehicles in the United States today uses this system. It is not unique to one brand or one price point. A $40,000 pickup and a $70,000 SUV operate under the same software authorization structure. The dealer is not a service option. The dealer is a mandatory toll. For buyers who understand how this system works, the response has been straightforward. They are not buying vehicles built under this structure. They are purchasing specific older vehicles where the repair belongs entirely to the owner, where any qualified mechanic can do the work, where the parts are on the shelf at any store without a software handshake required. 5 vehicles define this category. The Toyota Land Cruiser 80 Series, built between 1990 and 1997, is the vehicle that aid organizations drive into regions where there are no authorized dealers, no diagnostic portals, and no cellular signal. They drive it there because the repair can be completed in a field with basic tools. The engine uses mechanical fuel injection with no drive-by-wire throttle and no manufacturer remote access. Parts are produced by independent suppliers on every continent. Fleet operators and humanitarian organizations have documented examples running past 500,000 miles on the original engine. The purchase price reflects the reputation. For buyers who can afford it, no vehicle on this list makes a stronger case. The Honda Civic 6th generation, built between 1996 and 2000, represents the opposite end of the price range. Clean running examples are available in most North American markets for under $3,000. The engine has been independently documented, serviced, and repaired by a community of owners for nearly 30 years. The aftermarket parts ecosystem for this platform is larger than most vehicles currently in production. Fuel economy, when properly maintained, is competitive with vehicles sold 2 decades later. No software authorization is required for any repair on any system in the car. The Toyota Hilux 7th generation diesel, specifically pre-emissions retrofit variants sold in markets outside strict European emission standards, has earned its reputation through commercial fleet data rather than manufacturer claims. Taxi operators in East Africa and commercial fleets in Southeast Asia have documented examples with more than 600,000 miles of continuous service. The diesel engine requires no diesel particulate filter, no selective catalytic reduction system, and no emissions computer that generates fault codes requiring dealer access to clear. For buyers outside the United States who need a working truck and want it to remain operational, this is the benchmark the industry uses to define reliability. The Jeep Cherokee XJ, built from 1984 to 2001, is the vehicle independent mechanics most consistently cite when asked what they would recommend to someone who wants to do their own repairs for the rest of the vehicle's life. The 4.0-liter inline-6 engine fitted to this platform has been in continuous, independent use long enough that the repair documentation, parts guides, and troubleshooting resources maintained by its owner community constitute one of the most complete records of any production engine. Body-on-frame construction means collision damage that would total a modern unibody vehicle frequently leaves this one repairable. Every system is mechanical. No authorization is required for any repair on any component at any mileage. The Chevrolet CK 1500, built between 1988 and 1998, is the truck that a generation of American tradespeople, farmers, and fleet operators ran past 300,000 miles without a dealer visit. The throttle body injection and later Vortec engines in this platform are among the most documented and independently serviced engines in North American automotive history. Replacement parts are available at every major auto parts retailer in the country without software pairing, serial number matching, or dealer authorization. The tools required to perform any repair are standard hand tools that have not changed in 40 years. For the buyer who wants a full-size American truck and to own it without conditions attached, no vehicle produced since 1999 offers the same terms. These 5 vehicles share one characteristic that does not appear in any manufacturer's marketing material. None of them contain a factory cellular modem. None of them transmit location data, driving behavior, or vehicle diagnostics to a corporate server. None of them can be remotely disabled, software capped, or subscription gated. The repair belongs to the owner. The data belongs to the owner. When the final payment clears, the transaction is finished. Independent mechanics who work daily with the software lockout problem on modern vehicles are purchasing these specific platforms for their own families. They are not doing it for nostalgia. They are doing it because they understand the cost structure of modern vehicle ownership better than any other group, and they have reached the same conclusion independently. Clean, low-mileage examples of all 5 vehicles have become harder to find. The buyers moving into this market are not a fringe group. They are the people who repair vehicles for a living, and they are voting with their own money. The next video identifies why that movement is accelerating and why a federal deadline arriving in 2026 is the specific reason professional mechanics are treating these purchases as time-sensitive rather than eventual.